In this thought-provoking video, we dive deep into the controversial question: is climate policy the biggest wealth transfer in history? As nations grapple with the pressing challenges of climate change, we explore the intricate dynamics of wealth redistribution from fossil fuel industries to green initiatives. We will discuss the multifaceted impact of carbon taxes on consumers, the role of subsidies, and the shifting landscape of corporate power. Additionally, we'll examine how these policies contribute to global economic inequality and affect job markets, as well as the financial implications of climate risks. Join us as we unravel the complex relationship between climate policy and wealth accumulation in the emerging green economy. 1. Redistribution of wealth from fossil fuel industries. The push for renewable energy has sparked a seismic shift in the global energy landscape. Governments worldwide are enacting policies to phase out coal, oil, and natural gas, leading to a decline in the profitability of these traditional fossil fuel industries. As a result, there's a significant transfer of wealth to burgeoning sectors like solar, wind, and battery technologies. This shift is akin to a massive economic tectonic plate moving beneath our feet, creating new opportunities while disrupting established markets. The once dominant fossil fuel companies are now finding themselves in the shadows of emerging green giants. This transition is not just about energy, it's a wholesale reimagining of industrial power dynamics. 2. Carbon taxes and their impact on consumers. Carbon taxes are a cornerstone of many climate policies, designed to reduce carbon footprints by making emissions more costly. However, the financial burden of these taxes often falls disproportionately on low-income households. Imagine the extra costs of energy, transportation, and everyday goods adding up, hitting those with tighter budgets the hardest. It's like asking someone already stretching their dollars to pull them even further. Wealthier individuals can absorb these costs more easily, but for many, carbon taxes represent a significant financial strain. Policymakers face the challenge of ensuring these taxes achieve their environmental goals without unfairly impacting vulnerable communities. 3. Green subsidies and their beneficiaries. Government subsidies for renewable energy projects and technologies aim to accelerate the transition to a greener economy. While these subsidies foster innovation and growth in clean energy sectors, they often benefit those who are already financially stable. Large corporations and wealthier individuals can more readily invest in energy-efficient technologies and electric vehicles, leaving lower-income households at a disadvantage. It's like a race where only those with the best running shoes can compete effectively. This discrepancy highlights the need for policies that level the playing field, ensuring that the benefits of green subsidies are accessible to all. 4. Shifting corporate power and influence. As climate policies gain traction, there's a noticeable shift in corporate power dynamics. Traditional fossil fuel companies are being overshadowed by tech firms and renewable energy innovators. This transition is like watching a new generation of economic elites rise to prominence. Companies that once dominated are now finding themselves at the mercy of newer, more agile competitors. This shift doesn't just change the corporate landscape, it also influences political and economic policies. The concentration of power among a few green tech leaders raises questions about the future distribution of wealth and influence globally. 5. Global economic inequality. Climate policies can exacerbate economic inequality between nations. Wealthy countries, historically the largest carbon emitters, are now leading the charge for greener solutions. However, they often expect developing nations to follow suit, regardless of their limited resources. This situation is akin to asking someone to run a marathon without shoes. Developing countries struggle to keep pace with climate-driven economic demands, widening the gap between rich and poor nations. The challenge lies in crafting policies that promote global sustainability while addressing these disparities, ensuring that all nations can participate in the fight against climate change. 6. Job displacement and creation. The shift towards a green economy promises new job opportunities but also results in the displacement of workers in traditional industries. As fossil fuel-dependent sectors decline, workers in these fields face the prospect of job loss and the need for retraining. Imagine a coal miner having to pivot to a job in solar panel installation, a daunting transition for many. While the green economy creates wealth, it doesn't always reach those left behind in the fossil fuel sectors. Policymakers must address this disparity by providing support and training for workers transitioning to new roles in the green economy. 7. Financialization of climate risk. Climate change is increasingly being viewed through a financial lens, with the rise of green bonds and climate-related investments. These financial products aim to fund green projects, but they can also concentrate wealth in the hands of financial institutions and investors. It's a bit like the gold rush, where those who manage and profit from these assets stand to gain the most, potentially leaving communities without direct benefits. This financialization of climate risks underscores the need for careful regulation to ensure that the profits from green investments are distributed equitably. 8. Policy-driven wealth accumulation in the green economy. As governments promote clean energy transitions, investors and corporations with early access to green technologies are reaping significant rewards. Early investments in solar energy or electric vehicle companies have led to substantial wealth accumulation. It's like investing in a startup that suddenly becomes a tech giant. While this can drive innovation and growth, it also raises concerns about wealth concentration and the equitable distribution of profits. Policymakers must ensure that the benefits of the green economy are shared broadly, rather than concentrated among a select few. 9. The role of wealthy nations in financing climate change solutions. International climate agreements often place the onus on wealthier nations to finance solutions in developing countries. While these contributions aim to address global inequality, questions remain about their adequacy and impact. Imagine a wealthy nation donating funds, but the amount is just a drop in the ocean compared to what's needed. Ensuring that these financial contributions truly address the needs of vulnerable populations is crucial. It's not just about the amount of money, but also how effectively it's used to support sustainable development and resilience in the face of climate change.